Hello guys, I am Shane Davis, 20-year comic book veteran. I'm here with Yanzi Lin, and before we get into the video today, which is IDW, the dumpster fire that is, I would like to remind you guys that Axcend Level Up sign up is live, and we are launching this weekend, and it's your last few days to get signed up for this campaign to get an exclusive trading card by a top tier artist yet to be revealed with secret tiers and discounts. So please go over, sign up for Axcend, and you will have access to this card. Now, let's get to the show, which is a dumpster fire. That is IDW positioning its comics editors to shepherd basically TV pitches. And we've talked about it right here on this channel, but there is a long road of kind of like a destination marked on the map here. It's going to have a lot of twists and turns, and let's get into it.
So this is one of those, how it started and how it's going kind of things. So IDW a few months ago announced that they basically want their editors to work two jobs. One is, of course, edit books, and two is now they're responsible for trying to get all those original titles and whatsoever from creators and try and turn them into movies and TVs. Why? Because they get a slice of the transmedia rights too, I guess, or maybe some earnings, whatever. Point is that was their goal. They think that because I think IDW doesn't really have any properties that really own outright that's profitable. Most of their money comes from licensing, like Hasbro titles, Transformers, My Little Ponies, all those kind of stuff. So,
but they lost that. I need to point that out. They no longer have those properties.
Which is why they pivot to doing original creator stuff. Now, this happened in end of May. Unfortunately, though, second quarter earning results for IDW, not so good. IDW Entertainment reported no meaningful revenue in second quarter 23, i.e. there was actually a loss. Okay?
Right.
So let's keep that in mind.
What happened?
And now where we're at, after layoffs, IDW backs away from originals line. Okay, so first we are going to grab more titles that we can turn into transmedia properties. And 2 months later, we're just canceling a bunch of original titles because maybe we can't turn them into transmedia properties. I think that's really the logic here. Especially when life comes at you hard and fast and say, yep, we need to turn this around, have some greens instead of reds, more change.
Right.
It's like, well, okay, let's quickly pivot now. And so now over there at IDW, they're still trying to say everything is fine, nothing's on fire. We have Tara McCrillis and McDoy, which are the co-publishers, saying nothing is changing in terms of their publishing plan. Well, it certainly changed for Will Robson here, who back on the 1st of June said, it's official. I just signed the contract to write and draw my new creator-owned comics at IDW. So it's great, keep that in mind. June, all right. And then in August, it's like, well, this sucks. My creator-owned book with IDW just got cancelled midway through making it. So yeah, but luckily at least he has retained the rights. So if you're looking for a new title that's fully conceptualized, 2.5 scripts written and 5 pages of issue 1 drawn, then hit me up.
Yeah.
So Will Robson himself, no stranger to doing actually his own stuff. He actually has a Kickstarter. So, which really begs the question of why in this time and age are creators still taking their properties over to publishing companies like IDW and saying, hey, help me bring this to the mass market? Like, why? Because you will be seeing the catalog. Is that really what it is? Because guys, let's remind you that after Marvel and DC left Diamond, and Image now is leaving Diamond too, you must realize. So all the big boys are missing from Diamond now. You want to get into the Diamond catalog, where the retail store owners going to get money from exactly to spend on what they consider B, C tier publishers on their books exactly. Like, see, I'm just confused. What is the appeal?
The appeal is getting into big bookstores and trade collections, and that's the last toehold a lot of these publishers have. It's not necessarily the comic shops. The comic shops are a way for cash flow to come into the company until they can get that nice big graphic novel. And a lot of these publishers have inroads to Amazon and Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, things like that. So that is the draw for a lot of creator-owned guys to go into IDW or Dark Horse or Boom or Image even. But, what is the money like there? Not too great, but it's kind of the prestige of it. Again, like we said in a previous video, because basically you're going to do deals like this and they may just axe it because IDW's in a really bad shape financially and creatively. They don't go, them pivoting into just creator-owned stuff is dicey because their interests aren't really in making a good comic. Just like you can see these editors are there to try to chaperone projects into transmedia. Their destination isn't a good comic. Their destination is a Netflix show. And this is something that keeps happening in the American comic book industry, but specifically on the independent scene, where everything is a TV pitch and a comic last, rather than a comic first. It's so popular that maybe it becomes other things. And look, I get it. Like you kind of want to have every opportunity to get your idea out there, whether it's TV, movie, or comic book. But once you start getting your cone of vision so focused on a streaming show, then all of a sudden you start not making a great comic book page per se, but you're sitting here trying to choreograph and make sure the costumes look like affordable or could easily be picked up. And basically your inspiration for this comic is really non-existent. And you're not really utilizing the blank piece of paper that is a comic page to its full potential. Now, IDW has been trying to do this for a long time. They've had a few successes, and some I kind of have a hard time saying are success, like Lock and Key. A successful comic, sure, but like the show didn't set the world on fire on Netflix. So, and yet there's a lot of stuff, even with Marvel, like their stuff isn't setting the world on fire in streaming services. So like, I don't know, this year after year after year of trying to cook up TV pitches as comics, I don't see the big payoff. The percentage of the success rate of this is so low, even getting in the door. And then it has to be a successful show after that. It's like, I hate to see the entire comic industry go down the drain chasing this TV show off a cliff type thing.
Well, for some of you guys, you might be saying, well, all we hear from is this Will Robson guy. How do you know this is real? Well, we have Axcend here saying, comics writers and artists mutuals. Keep in mind the word mutuals. I'm hearing anecdotally that a bunch of IDW original series are getting the chop due to policy changes at the company. I'm happy to do what I can via intros, etc. to help your book land at a new publisher. DM me and we'll talk. Also, hugs. So, Alex Tempe is saying that, yeah, I've heard from more than one person. So I'm here, you know, you guys want to reach out to other publishers, that's great, hit me up. So Will Robson says, hey, I can't access your DMs, mine got X. Alex, of course, is a very nice person that says, I'm sorry, but I don't know you. This is the first time we've ever interacted. So nice, Alex. The comic industry is burning down to the ground and you're still trying to gatekeep people. Look, I tried the whole point of the comic industry, like you guys keep saying, is that we want to diversify, want to bring in writers and creators of all colors and creeds and everything, and bring them in and introduce the world of comics to a whole new audience. And for some reason, you want to prevent new creators from coming in and getting into the industry, expanding it. Like, a lot of these stuff just doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah. Well, if you guys will hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notification, let me know what your thoughts are on this, if IDW is going to be long for this world. And guys, we will catch you guys again with another video. I'll leave you guys with the trailer for Axcend launching this weekend. Take care.
I dream of a world carefully crafted, beautifully flawed. This is Axcend. In this game of life, there is one thing that determines a victor. A player's ability to grow. A player's ability to evolve. A player's ability to survive. My name is Dog. Choose to play. Choose to upgrade. Choose to level up. Choose to Axcend.